April 16th, 2007 started as just a normal day. That morning, I was going to go to class at Virginia Tech. I was a junior. And in the afternoon, I was going to watch reruns of the OC and Grey's Anatomy with my roommates. I had just turned 21, and there were 3 weeks left to the semester. So I wanted to make sure we checked out all the new spots downtown before we had to go home for the summer. I went to my first class that morning, and there was about 15 minutes left when I heard these loud popping sounds coming from the hallway. My teaching assistant and my classmate went out into the hallway to see what was going on. They come back in and they say, "Guns. There's a man with guns in the hallway." And my classmate slams the door. We built a barricade. We took desks and chairs and we put them up against the door. So when the shooter came to the door, we pushed back. And he would push the door open and we would push it back. And he shot through a couple times. And we just laid there on the ground. I was wedged in between the ground, in between the door and the side of the room. When the police came and the shooting was over, we didn't open the door. We waited because we weren't sure what was going on. Half an hour passed and we opened the door. And I remember thinking, on the other side of this door, someone's gonna have guns and they're either here to harm us or they're here to help us. And thankfully they're here to help us. I hadn't prepared myself when I walked out of that hallway what I was gonna see. And when I walked down the hallway, I peeked into classrooms where this shooter had successfully entered. And I saw people just in their seats, having no time with their heads on their desks. The next day was filled with candlelight vigils and moments of silence. There was a community picnic, and the American flag was at half-mast. I went home for the summer, and 4 months later, I returned to Virginia Tech. I hated returning to Virginia Tech. The school that everyone loved, I hated. I hated being in Blacksburg. I hated going to class. Everyone else was partying and having fun, and I felt like I didn't fit in. And when I sat in the classroom, extreme anxiety came over me. I would constantly look at the door, looking for unusual people in the hallway. And the anxiety was outside of the classroom, too. When I'd go to the gym and someone would drop a weight, that loud banging sound, I would just have extreme tenseness and want to run. When I first heard fireworks, I remember being so scared while everyone else was celebrating.